recording now. So I'm going to orbit this here so you can see from the point of view. Let's say I try another method. I don't want to use this method. Okay, change to expose or to use a different one. This one I will use a flex duct. This one I think is quite close, which is a bit difficult for me. So what I'm gonna do basically, if I select this, connect into here, see what happened. You see, you can connect this way. See now. Then how about this to this? Duct inherit elevation. Size is 300, no change. Pick from here or the center, draw. Whoops, quite big. No, take out the size away. It should be 300 by 300. I'm going to select the size which is wrong. Yeah, like this. See, it doesn't allow me, my system. Very weird, right? Because of the reducer. Okay, inherit, and draw here. From the line, out. Hey, why keep not allow? Funny. Elevation same. Okay, put somewhere else was longer. See, now works. Very funny. So this part we don't want. I don't know whether allow or not. So this one I move. Okay. Hopefully it works. Select my return, right click. This time round, I'm going to draw flex duct to here. See now, this is a bit, looks okay, but important here is your 3D. Why? You see here, if your graphics show here is broken, that means not a good idea. Although there's no error, but not a good idea. All right. So in this scenario, what should I do? Anyone knows? I still got some space to play with. See the thing here? So in other words, I can select my duct, move to my right to at least have a good connection here. See that? Now let's take a look at my graphics here. Look at it. It's better now. Okay, and of course you still can select this part and adjust further out lah. So you can see the connection getting smoother and smoother.
So can you show how to add the bracket in the middle of the pipe again?
Which one? This one?
Before the flex, yeah.
This one?
Yeah, that part.
You just go to the duct and I configure this as 300 by 300. Why? Because this is 300 ma.
Yep.
I just want to inherit the elevation, but not the size. So just draw from center, draw something long first. Then you adjust. See, like what I do lah. See? So like that, you can delete this away. you know, then you select your terminal, right click, draw. Oops. Here now I can't because already connected, unless I got to delete away. But you got to draw this first, right? This piece first. Okay. If I delete, it blocks, right? Can I connect back? Dragging, join, it model back nicely. Okay. So you can see that we have different type of connecting method. As I said, all this there's no right or wrong. It's how you want to design it. Even let's say this 600 thing, I can change also. I don't want a 600 pipe. Let's say I prefer 450 throughout. But of course, all this got to depends on the engineer to tell us, hey, what is required here and there. So if not, I will say that meantime, all these things is perfectly done. We haven't finished yet, actually. Time is running short. Okay, because documentation part I will share with you, which is other time. But here for today, when this thing is done correctly, how you going to assign the correct color? This is important for submission. You don't want to see this type of color, right? Don't understand. But for modeling, this is considered you are done. Because in real world, you have more rooms to connect and the cold water pipe. See, if I select the system under the analyze, I turn on the piping. You'll show me there's an error here because I haven't supplied the water to there. So you got to draw in a model, but which is we call detail lah. So detail temporary we don't draw first lah. Okay, because here focus is more on the ducting itself. That's why you need to know in real world practice, all this got to comes in, which is you got to draw it under plumbing pipe in here. You can see that here doing it together. In real world, this is doing separately. Remember, with 7 sub-discipline rather than 4 we are talking about. So always bear that in mind. Okay, so the detail we don't do. Now, by viewing at the 3D, how to apply the submission color we want. I hope that you guys can still remember that submission template color, how we apply. All good?
Yep.
So you go to your VG, and of course you need to later open up the color code so you can see when you apply all this return, all this you see that the color apply. Okay, let me open up that document. Where did I put it? Hold on. I think I did download a copy, but I got to check where did I place it. PCA students. That is a PCA. I think I copied in here. Hold on. Students, class, MP. Nothing. Mechanical. Yeah. Where's that chart? Remember, you guys download from the PCA. I don't know where did I put it. Hold on. I place them. MEP submission. Mechanical lab. Is it here? Seems like it's not here. Okay, I think I browse from the web, right? Previously, have you all saved a copy? The one that the submission download from the Connect. I think this time around I need to save a copy. If not, keep wasting time. I download before. Where did I put it? Just need to find where is it. Submission. Okay. BIM submission. General requirement. This one. See that? Essential guide MEP. Open this. So the color code that we use, scroll all the way down. Is here, very near. Come on. Here, see? ACMV. So you can see the color code here. All right. Now you see your terminal is what I call the real color. So this is the RGB code. This supply air and supply return air. This is actually your ducting. Okay. So you need to customize properly. So I move this thing aside. You guys can follow what I do. So from here, my view, you go to VG, then under the filter. Now currently, no filter added yet, correct not? If you guys default use my template, we can add your filter anytime because the whole list is here. See that? I can add this. Not create new. I want to add return, control key, supply, anymore, return equipment. So this field. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I say mechanical means the duct. All right, terminal is terminal. Okay, so okay, now added ready. You guys have these 5 components here now.
Yes.
Let's sorry.
Have.
So let's try to select the supply terminal. If you highlight this, the color for the supply terminal is 151. That means you go to this area under the patterns, not transparency, not lines, patterns. The patterns, you select solid fill. And the color, you change from the color code. So it's 170 by, hold on, 212255, 21, sorry, enter. Ayo, what happened? 212, then 255. Yeah, so this is the color. Okay, apply. See the color? Change or not? On my screen.
Yes.
So I want you to do this. So my return, here the color pattern override should be solid. Color here for return is green color, 126. 126 by 189, 126. So 189. and 126. Okay, okay, apply, and you see the color change. Okay, now I adjust my mechanical equipment, which is this. Mechanical equipment, the color is orangey color, 189.94.0. So here, no, 189.94.0. Okay, okay, apply. Doesn't change, huh? Very weird. How come? This guy is called mechanical equipment, correct one? How come it doesn't change? I don't understand. VG, you guys change or not? The thing?
No,
I'm
sir.
trying to find the color code.
Oh, mine doesn't change. Very weird. Unless I want to check what is this mechanical equipment here. What is the name? Because it doesn't change the color. If it doesn't change, you must go to edit or new. It means from here, I would like to modify this mechanical equipment. That means it doesn't fall into this called system classification. So I need to change family name equal to, this is called mechanical equipment, this one, which is, I think, this fella. Apply. Okay, now the color change. See now, sometimes library components, you got to be sure what you want. See
Sir,
that?
repeat
Now change
again.
already.
Repeat
So-
again the step.
Okay, you go to your VG, which is you see from here, right? Filter. Just now when I make changes, it doesn't change, right? Only the color change because the filter document doesn't tally with this. So I need to go to edit, which you see this. Can?
Yes, sir.
Then you select mechanical equipment. I think yours, you are using my template. It says system classification. But here you can see there's a lot of different names you can actually capture. As long as you know this family, you know your family and types. So you can say family name equal. Of course, you can choose whatever family currently loaded. I think these two, right? We load, remember? Then just need to select the correct one. Yeah. Oh. So I think we use this, right? Left return, right discharge. Yeah.
Yes.
So okay, no? Apply, and you should able to see that. Now the last two will be our ducting. So supply duct and return duct. So just continue. Mechanical supply color is 150. Yeah, the color code. RGB here is red 0. 127 is the supply. Blue is 255. Okay. Okay. Apply. See my ducting? Change to blue color. Now remember, all these filter, what we manage is only appear in 3D because you are using visibility graphics override. If you want to apply same thing in plan, I'll show after we finish this. Okay, so meantime, get your return set up first. So for return, the color code is 01890. It's green color. I don't know why. This is by our BCA adjustment. So this is the color code that we are using. So remember, when you do your model for ACAB aircon, you know, your electrical, your fire. So we got to go through all this, remember, to adjust your model. So when you do submission, they understand because all these already imprint in BCA. Okay, so I think color code, this part we are done. And okay, apply. You should see green color. But you can see my flex ducts not added. So how? You want to include flex duct? Select the return, edit type here. Because here, you can see that I never checked the flex duct. So I need to select flex duct, which is this. See? Apply. Okay. Now my flex duct also include. All right. So you can see the contrast color actually quite similar. See, one darker green, one lighter green. See, to them. Even the blue also similar. Yeah. Okay. So for modeling, when you design, you got to do something for me like this. That means in your view. All right. Yeah. So I think more or less we are done. But the view will need to adjust is your ceiling. Why? You see my ceiling? All these line works appear. So my ceiling, I should not see a few things. See, if I turn on this to 5, all my components are appear. See that? So if I set my setting to shaded, like that. So this view in your VG, you don't want to see the section for this. So it's under annotation category, section, you off it. Yeah, section unchecked. Then your ducting, your mechanical equipment, your this, all these is under model category. So model category, what you need to adjust is here. Duct fitting, the accessories, duct fitting, insulation, duct lining, duct placeholder, ducts apply. What else? My flex duct and my mechanical equipment. So flex duct is here, unchecked. Mechanical equipment is here, unchecked. If you guys not sure, later you gotta refer to my video for this. So you should see only this in your ceiling plan. Your plenum is correct, which is not plumbing, sorry. Plenum L2 is here. So this is correct. But my plenum don't have the color compared to this. So how to apply the color? If you want to apply on your plan, same as this. You get what I mean? So VG. Take note, I have a plenum plan here. All right, so let's see whether it works or not. Filter, add. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay. See the color is not there. So you got to repeat it one more time again for the color code. But normally, for for plan, as a plan, we don't need to add. All right. It's only for the 3D model, because 3D model, when things start to appear, more things come out, we got to use color code for cleaning up. Here, plan, normally we do not turn on the shading. because if you add text, dimensions, annotation, it can't be seen. Questions? Anyone?
No,
So
sir.
this is what you're supposed to prepare in your mechanical aircon. So as I said, this is only your tutorial. When you are doing your assignment, all right, you can choose your first story, second story, third story. All right, so you don't know what's a room name, you could use the text spacing or space to identify and adjust accordingly. So your assignment is, I want you to do on 2 rooms, as I said last week before. All right, not the small tiny room. If you, let's say, go to first story. Okay, maybe I maximize this view, TW. First story, as I said before, there is no ceiling. No ceiling means the terminal, the supply return when you use is non-host. Remember, because there's no ceiling there. Although you can see the ceiling plan, say first story ceiling plan, but you don't see the grid. See, they don't come with a grid. Unlike our level 2 and level 3, if you go in, you apply the Planum plan, there's a ceiling grid. So it's up to you. So I want you to explore one with ceiling, one without ceiling. That means everyone must do one on first story. Okay, so if level 1 first story, you can do in any room. Now last week we didn't tag what is the room. Remember, you can add a space like just now what I show you guys. Then you start to do planning. Okay, questions? So I want your assignment, one on maybe one of the room here, then the other one can be on your second or third. Questions? I'll write your requirement later at your assignment there.
So one can be
Okay.
at second story, one at third story.
Sorry?
One at second story and another one at third story. Can also.
No. What I mean is your assignment. Don't care about tutorial. Tutorial is just at level 2 with a ceiling. So you guys can choose. One must be on first story. The second one you can do on second or third. It's okay. But as I say, don't pick the small room like the day we do. Something says, no, this tiny room as one room. If you want to do a small room, I'll suggest you do these 3. You know, at least you practice more and understand, can I share? Because small room, you don't expect to have 3 individual HU. You could share among them. So a connection, you got to understand this part. And the design, please do it in the way like you are doing, you are architect, you plan nicely, like what we do like this. Don't show me like all squeezed together or randomly anyhow put. No, I want you to understand when you design that time. Okay, if not, then you go read on use the video to guide you.
So
Okay.
roughly how big the space should be?
I mean, estimate something like this room, one room long. Because I think if you look carefully, your first story, there's a lot of room here. See, there's another one room here. These two can do together. You know, then here you can do one room here. See that? And here you can do one room here. And of course, you can do one room here. You can do one room here. See, or one room. All these are quite okay lah. Not just not the small tiny room. But because you need to know what is that room, then you got to tag a space lah. You see, then
Yeah.
you understand what is that room. Okay.
So the assignment is due until this step, or there's still more to it?
Until what we do today.
Okay.
That means your end result, because the adjustment is more on the documentation part, which is a later part. But my worry is you guys might forget if I teach you now. So I'd rather leave it to the later part. So your assignment do only means what I want to see is this, this, and this. Okay, the rest let me close first. That means end result, you should have these three inside for me, like this. Okay, you may want to take a snapshot just for a reference. End result, I should have a plenum, level 2. Your level 1 don't have plenum because there's no ceiling there. That's why our class here, I only create 2, level 2 and level 3. And your ceiling will look like this. Okay, questions?
So it's a single file, right? We just do it together.
Sorry, yeah, you can do it
Okay.
here together. It's okay. I will say that actually save your time because already set up nicely, ma.
Yeah.
It's just that you need to arrange the view. That's all. That means you must know how to crop this lah to the correct display law. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. But we have two sets, right? So how do we show like 2 sets of view?
Okay, that's simple. Let's say now, okay, maybe you tell me which one you are doing. Let's say you choose. Let's say I go back to the ceiling now. All right, let's say I open ceiling plan, which is you can see currently, if I open ceiling plan should be this, right?
Yeah.
Right now. Let's say the rest I close. What normally I'll do, I'll duplicate the ceiling plan. And of course, the room here, since you are sharing now, you don't just say ceiling plan Mac. I will rename this. I call this as ceiling room 219. You get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Then you right click, you duplicate. Yeah, lah, model, duplicate.
Or then we make our own one. Then
So from here, of course, you don't use 219 anymore, ma. You just
Yeah, change the room.
enable your view here, which is you manage by these two. Sorry, these two. Sorry, these two. Because you enable the crop, that's one thing. Second, enable this. You can temporarily see the rest. So if let's say I want to do this room, I'll pick this, I'll move to here. See, there I'll adjust lah.
Yeah.
Adjust, done ready. Then you off law. Then you turn back on lah. So
this room size is okay, right? Because
so this is okay. This is okay. But I don't know what this room. You got to tag a space at the second story. So just should be here lah. If not, you put your model side by side, then you can check. Okay. So this is how normally I will do that. Yeah. So 2 room, remember, one first story, the other one can be second or third. Just follow this video step, I think should not be an issue. And you have your tutorial file as a reference. So you are there. No questions? I'll stop here. Okay. Any other questions?
So I want to ask, can I share my screen?
Okay, hold on. Let me stop recording first.
Okay.
Because I don't want to exceed the thing. And let me capture your screenshot because I think it's 12 plus already. Hold on. Where's my snip? That's why you need to take attendance. Important. Santos, you lock it again.
Yeah, one more laptop.
Okay, hold on. Let me later enable you. How come it cancel away? What's happening? File save as attendance at 12 36. Okay. Okay, let me stop recording here.